Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. And I do mean humble. Dino Stranavis, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Saturday today to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at Wrestle Cram, of course. The weekend edition. If you're watching today, you're watching tomorrow, you're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. I thank you so much. I'm humbled each and every single time I'm doing this. Thank you so much. Okay, though. Thank you so much for those questions yesterday. Also, those happy birthday wishes as well. Thank you so much for those as well. It has been crazy over here. If you do not live in the South, like really in like the South West area, or is it the East? I'm sorry, Southeast area or whatnot. We get something called hurricane season. And when I tell you hurricane season is a bitch, sometimes it is truly, truly a bitch. I tell you, goodness gracious, it is the worst sometimes, you guys. And it was just a really wild, crazy couple of days that I've been going through. Not only me, but a lot of people here in this area, the northeast Louisiana area. Hopefully the South is okay, but man, it has been wild. I'm gonna tell you that now, hands down, wild. But thank you so much for those questions. Go and check out the Axe Wrestle Cram segment. Go hang out over there. Have a great time. If you love that segment, if you love that show, go and get your questions in. I see a lot of y'all watching and you don't want to participate. Participate. Have a great time. I promise you. I'm not going to bite your foot off. I'm not going to bite your leg off. I'm not going to destroy you or anything, because every question to me is a great question. So go and have a great time. Ask your questions. Have a great time with that. I promise you, I'm okay with that, okay? But today will be about CM Punk. And we're going to talk about two particular people that he really has his eyes on. Also, we're going to talk about Smackdown. And we're going to talk about AEW Rampage. Also, we're going to talk about my top 10, the top 10 of the week that was. And remember, I will have a standalone show, a show all by itself again today. Today, okay? Today. Might even have a different shirt on. But it will be a brand new show today where I'm going to do a standalone show. The only show that I do this go around, but it'll be a standalone show about AEW Collision. I will have that as well. As soon as the show is over with, I'm gonna get on this camera. I'm gonna hit record. We're gonna have a great time. Okay, so please do not forget that today we'll get a standalone show. Now, one more thing before we start the show, I just want to make sure that if you didn't watch the Axe Wrestle Cram segments, that we are going to switch a lot of stuff around, because I have a lot of stuff that I watch as of right now. So remember, on Mondays will be the tag in. The tag in will specifically have the AEW Collision show on there now. That will be the Collision show segment. Okay. On Tuesdays you will have Monday Night Raw. That's going to be the very first podcast of the week. And Wednesday will have absolutely nothing now. My apologies. Absolutely nothing that go around, you guys. Now, Thursday, after the Thursdays will have AEW Dynamite, and it will have WWE NXT. Those shows will be together now. At the end of those shows I will have like the highlights of both of those shows. So with that, you're gonna have a great time with my my 2 cents segment is just gonna be the highs of both of those shows, and I'm just gonna talk about the greatness of those highs of those shows. That's what's gonna be the ending of that. So it's gonna be a pretty different show from all the other shows, because I'll be highlighting the high points of each and every one of those, the both of those shows that I do. Friday, of course, will be the flagship show, will be the Axe Wrestle Cram show. And after that, you will have the weekend show, which will be on Sundays. Usually it'll be on Sundays. If I'm feeling good like I am this go around, it will be on Saturdays. But, it will always be on either Sundays or Saturdays. Either or, whenever I feel like it, whenever I want to do it. Also, do not forget, on Sundays, I do post the brand new feed for the Axe Wrestle Cram segments, you can go to the community tab, go get your questions in. Also, I do have, as of right now, I have a little Q and question. Look, I haven't done that, so I've done it this go around. If you are waiting to see a collision like myself, you want to wait, or you're not really into it, or you're like, hey, I'll just wait on you to do it. Okay, I'm cool with that. Just go put your questions in with that as well. But don't forget one more thing. I do have a Facebook group page. It is the WrestleCram Super Club. WrestleCram Super Club. Go over there and hang out. Have a great time over there as well. You can always do that as well, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. But now let's talk about CM Punk and who he has his eyeballs on. So this is from WrestleTalk.com. WrestleTalk.com. Do not forget to go check out WrestleTalk.com. Also, they do have a Facebook group page as well. And also, they do have a YouTube channel. Do not forget the YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to support Wrestle Talk. CM Punk has spoken for the first time since AEW All Out Media Scrum, where he spoke about his upcoming return to AEW's debut Collision. Punk spoke with ESPN about the variety of topics, including his match with Adam Hangman Page, which we're not going to talk about at Double or Nothing, as well as the fallout from the AEW All Out Media Scrum. We're not going to talk about that as well. Later in the interview, Punk spoke about Collision and his up-and-coming return to the company. Punk said that Punk said that the introduction to the new show will allow a lot of young stars that could be spotlighted on the new show, especially naming Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs has two he believes could do what MJF did. And this is his quote from the ESPN interview. With more TV time, you're only going to get guys like Hobbs and Starks, people who I think have the potential to be to do what MJF, currently the AEW champion, has done with television time. But they haven't been able to be highlighted because the guys like MJF gets big lion share of the television time, because in fact he earned it. We just need to do a better job in spotlighting so many different guys, and this is for a lot of guys sinking or swimming. Now it's just like, now the time you really going to have a really this time you're really going to have to bust your ass and prove why we're giving you the spotlight and this TV time. Punk is set to return to AEW today on Collision when he teams up with FTR to face Samoa Joe, Jay White, and Rock Hard Juice Robinson. Here's the thing. I've been saying this for a while. I'm going to continue to say this for a while. Powerhouse Hobbs has the absolute potential to be the first African American champion in AEW's history. Ricky Starks, I don't know if he's mixed. He's probably a mixed person, but I know he's Creole. I do know he's Creole because he's from South Louisiana. He's from New Orleans. But I would love to see either one of those people take the title off of MJF. It would be a great thing to do that. Only thing I hate about the situation is that MJF is a heel, so they would have now Starks is a face. I have been reading a lot on Ricky Starks as well. Him saying that he wants to be the number one babyface in AEW, which is a very, very smart thing to say. I can't be mad at him for saying that. Also, he did a great job with the Winter is Coming match, with him becoming the number one contender, losing in that match with him trying to get the Dynamite ring or whatnot. He was unsuccessful, but I mean the promo that him and MJF had was really, really good. And once again, Powerhouse Hobbs is coming into his own. I am truly I love everything that happens with him except the QTV situation. If he gets a faction, make him a real faction. That's all I'm saying. And make him somebody that's underneath him. The reason why Sammy Guevara isn't championship material because he's not the number one in his group. He's not even number two in his group. That's the sucky thing about the situation. So I myself, I mean, if you want to do something that consists of you being a really high level person, then you make yourself a faction, you become the leader of that faction, and you become great. So that's my thing with Sammy Guevara. No disrespect to Sammy Guevara, but Powerhouse Hobbs, I truly think that he is one of those guys. He can transcend a lot of stuff. I mean, he has the move set. He is getting his mic skills to the point where it is really, really good. I'm really liking the Book of Hobbs type of situation. And Ricky Starks pretty much has the entire package. That plus him being a great person on the mic. So, I mean, it is there. Now, they're both there. And I respect CM Punk for actually saying this. This is something that everybody has been saying for a while. So I can honestly be okay with that. I respect it times 12. And hopefully we do get somebody like Ricky Starks or Powerhouse Hobbs or both of those gentlemen to be the world heavyweight champion and be the number one guy in that federation right now. MJF's doing a great job. And no hands down, he is doing a great job. He every time I see him, every time you see MJF, it is just something great. So, but we want more, and I think that CM Punk has said this perfectly. It's okay to be the champion and get a lot of spotlight. That's something you're supposed to get. Today, well, not today, but Friday, we got a 30-minute, almost a 30-minute segment with just one person, and that was the Bloodline. So, I mean, if you are the person, if you're the guy, if you're the man, then yeah, of course, that's what's going to happen. Hands down, no questions asked. That's what's going to happen. But I do like that his choices are my choices. And a lot of other people's choices. And a lot of people that even watch, that are podcasters like myself, that they see the potential in Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks. I just want to say that I know I've been talking a lot about those two, but let's get into the meat and potatoes, which is, of course, the WWE Smackdown. We get a video package with the Usos, first and foremost, just talking about, will Jay go? Will Jay leave? Will he go, leave? Will he stay? Will he leave? Things like that. That's pretty much what the whole video package was. I think it was a waste of time because we got throughout the entire show of, Jay talking, or Jay just deciding, and then we get, storylines of just, of the wise man Paul Heyman talking to Roman Reigns, sending out Paul Heyman, but we'll talk about all that later. Today, now first we're going to see that the Bloodline, they are driving into that beautiful SUV, and Kayla, beautiful Kayla Braxton. Oh, she's so fine. I promise you. Put her on a cup right there. Just put her in a cup. Let me sip. Let me sip. But anyway, Kayla is trying to get a word with the Wise Man or Roman Reigns. None of them are talking. No comment. No comment. After that, we get a gauntlet match. A gauntlet match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship title. They will be the number one contender. This is the gauntlet match for, I think it was 5 people in this match. And it was something that I thought was going to be good, but it was okay. It was okay because the team that I wanted to go didn't even get close to what I thought was going to happen. But I was okay with the winners because I really enjoyed the winners anyway, because I'm a huge fan of them when they was in NXT. So first we get the Street Profits versus the Brawling Brutes. The Brawling Brutes defeat. That was actually the longest match. So the Brawling Brutes defeat the Street Profits with, of course, Sheamus doing a bro kick on to the Street Profits, winning that match. After that, the Brawling Brutes will face the Good Brothers, which I thought was going to be the ones to actually win. Unfortunately, that match was even quicker than the first match. We get another bro kick for them to win that match. The LWO comes in, which I knew they were not gonna win. Very quick match, very quick match. A nice little inverted powerbomb by Hollins. They win. After that, we get the Brawling Brutes versus Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly does pretty much win because they have just been tired out. I mean, that's kind of what the situation was. A nice leg drop off the top rope for Pretty Deadly to win. We go to commercial. We come back with them celebrating in the ring. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is they are coming to the ring. They congratulate, of course, Pretty Deadly on the win. But they do say that y'all are 5 minutes in for y'all to get out of our ring. Pretty Deadly say, dude, we just defeated 5 other participants for this number one contendership. They also say that they are going to most definitely take those titles from them, and our segments will be longer, even longer or whatnot than usual. Sami Zayn says that Kevin, you're not really blowing up this go around. You're hearing all of this, and usually, I want you to be calm and cool and collected. But are you getting all of this? Kevin Owens is like, dude, I'm trying to be, tranquilo. I'm trying to be chill out. I know I've been going through a lot, and then he actually just blows up and says, dude, I really want to beat the crap out of these guys. Sami Zayn was like, you know what? I'm okay with that this go around. So they run into the ring, but Pretty Deadly go behind and leave out the ring and leave onto the Titantron area, the ramp area, and that was the end of that. I can't wait to see this match. I think they're just trying to promote a lot of people from London, from the England area. So, they are, of course, part of that area. So, they're just trying to support a lot of people there. Just like they did with the Puerto Rican area when it was in Puerto Rico. They supported a lot of Puerto Rican things as well. So I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. Let them do what they got to do. I think this is going to be a really fun match. I really do like Pretty Deadly. So after that, we get Roman Reigns talking to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman says, he asks Roman, he said, did you speak with Jay? And Roman Reigns was like, dude, I'm the tribal chief. I'm the leader of this group. He should be trying to connect with me. So he was like, Paul Heyman's like, that's a wise thing you could say. Roman says, have you talked to Jay? And Paul Heyman was like, no, I didn't. Well, I need you to go out there and reach out to him right now. And then that's when he leaves out. After that, we get an Io Sky versus Selena Vega, a pretty okay match. Selena Vega is getting the reps that she truly, truly needs. B-Fab, if you're listening to this, I need you to get reps in. I promise you. I think Hit Row is just not that group anymore. It hasn't been that group since Swerve been gone. So I think you need to get your reps in. You are very beautiful, and I need you to get on the mic. I need you to get your reps in now. Please do that for your boy. Okay, doke. So, we get Selena tries to give Io Sky a handshake. Io Sky delivers a pie face or a smush. And then we get a situation where Bayley is trying to help Io Sky by distracting the ref. That did not work. We get a 619 by Selena Vega for her to win the match. This team is just imploding. It needs to go away. I am hearing that we may be getting a face turn by Io Sky. Thank you, goodness, this should happen. And Damage Control needs to go kaput. It's just they served their goal, and now they need to be gone. They are a jobber group. They are the Viking jobbers on the women's side now. You have a multi-time a champion in Bayley, and it's just not working. It's not working. I'm not liking the Bayley, the character that she has right now with the ding dong. Just not a fan of it. Just not a fan of it. I love Bayley as a heel. She's a great heel. It's just I'm not feeling the character she has right now. It's just not a great character. But after that, we get a video package with Bianca Belair. Looks like we are trying to get a heel turn, a little small little John Cena versus Rock heel turn, where she's still a face, but she's gonna do what she has to do to get the job done. So after that, we get a Bianca Belair reacting or trying to interact with Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce is saying, "Look, I know what happened. I promise you, you are going to get your title shot." Bianca Belair says, "I went about it the way that I was supposed to go about it, but now it's time to do it my way," and she leaves. After that, we get an Io Sky and Bailey. They are interacting in the back. They're upset. And it just seems like this is going to implode next week because Shotzi comes in and says, since you did what you did, I'm not in the Money in the Bank, and I would like to get back in the Money in the Bank. So put your spot on the line, Bailey, and see what happens. And that's when Io Sky stops everything and says, she accepts your challenge. So that was the end of that. After that, we get the Grayson Waller effect. Oh God, this is just. Look. The Miz TV, the Grayson Waller effect, KO show. All these shows are just so joke. They're so jokeified. It makes no sense. I am so tired of them. Grayson Waller just freaking wrestle because this is just getting to a point where it's like, it's just awkward. So. After that, we get his guest is Charlotte Flair, and she comes in. She says that she's not the line. She created the line. She doesn't deserve to be part of that situation that everybody thinks that she should be, and she's gonna do what she has to do. Out comes Bianca Belair. She's saying that I tried to do everything the right way. I lost my title. I'm okay with that. But I didn't leave. I didn't take a 3-month hiatus to come back. Also, Charlotte says, touche, I understand what you're saying. But I didn't get my title. When I lost to Rhea Ripley, I didn't get my match. I didn't get my return match. So, I mean, it is what it is. So Bianca Belair says, I'm going to be at ringside for this match. And I'm going to do what I got to do. Whoever wins, I will get my title shot because that title is coming back to Bianca Belair. After that, we get a Jey Uso and Paul Heyman backstage talk where he's saying that he's sorry. He was just saying that he's sorry that he lost the title. He's sorry also for Jimmy hitting him. He also was saying that, dude, Jimmy is a very accurate kick. So you're telling me that you think that he tried to kick you instead of kicking Theory or whatnot? Do you really think that? He's a very accurate person. So do you really think that? He was he's like, dude, once again, if I am in, you are out. That's pretty much what the storyline was. After that, we get an AJ Styles and Mia Yim versus Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Pretty okay match. Scarlett's look, I'm gonna tell you like this: if you can get the reps in. I promise you, because I think Scarlett has something. I truly do. I think she's a manager. I think she has a manager license. But once again, I truly think that the more women that wrestle, the better, and I would love that more. We get a Styles clash. A actual style clash on to Karrion Kross for almost a win. So Scarlett comes in, grabs the hair of AJ Styles. She winks at him. He takes off his thing, says, "I'm married, bitch." And that's where Mia Yim grabs Scarlett, getting her out of the ring, giving. That's where Karrion Kross does a cross jacket onto him and does a really nice little finisher other than the cross jacket for them to win the match. Very fun match. I enjoyed the match times 12. Well, not times 12, but it was a pretty decent match. Now, once again, B-Fab, go and get you some reps in, okay? Get you some reps in. It is time for you to wrestle now. Because, once again, I truly think that the Hit Row is just not that group anymore, you guys. After that, we get Roman Reigns. He talks to Paul Heyman again. Paul Heyman tells Roman Reigns tells Paul Heyman, well, what happened? Paul Heyman shakes his head, and that's where Solo walks in, scaring the shit out of Paul Heyman, and like, do you want me to handle this, Tribal Chief? He's like, no, we have plenty of time. We have plenty of time. After that, we get a Cameron Grimes attempts to do an interview, but Baron Corbin attacks. He attacks Cameron Grimes, and that was the end of that. Now now the way it's looking, we're supposed to be getting old school Baron Corbin, the Lone Wolf. Hopefully, we get that back. We get that awesome song, his awesome entrance. We get that back as well. Hopefully, we get this. But I am hearing in the dirt sheet that we are supposed to be getting old school Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. We get him back. I promise you. Give him a title, okay? But other than that, we get a Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio gets in the ring. He's very happy about reforming the LWO, and he's going to introduce Santos Escobar, who is a very happy face now. He says that he thanks Rey Mysterio. He thanks Rey Mysterio. He loves Rey Mysterio, and he will be the person to win Money in the Bank. No, you won't. But out comes LA Knight. He extends a handshake out to Rey Mysterio, pushes the crap out of Rey Mysterio, almost a 619 by Rey Mysterio because LA Knight and Santos Escobar start wrestling, start fighting, almost giving the opportunity for a 619, but it did not happen. We get a match between Santos Escobar and LA Knight. Not a good match, but LA Knights keep losing. He loses the exact same way. This is the crazy thing about the situation. He loses the exact same way with a roll-up, trying to hold the ropes, but he flips around. Santos Escobar rolls him up and gets a win. After the match, LA Knight attacks Santos Escobar. Rey Mysterio comes back in to try to attack LA Knight. LA Knight turns around and gets out of the ring and run away. I'm not liking this LA Knight. I mean, goodness gracious, he is so over. When his music comes on, you guys, when his music comes on, it is really good. That's the crazy part about LA Knight. It's just everything else that comes with it is just trash. I mean, if you're going to give him the Money in the Bank in a week, in a couple of weeks now, like, he's going to be the next Samuel Sandow. I mean, that's what it looks like. He's going to be the new guy. I mean, that's what I think. But we'll see. We'll see. After that, Jay runs into Sami Zayn. They don't say anything, but they do acknowledge one another. And then we get into the segment of the night, which was the Bloodline. Roman Reigns saying that everybody here wants to know, what are you in or are you out? Jay tells Roman, I am in if Paul Heyman is out. Roman says something very important. He says that when you're tribal chief, you can pick whoever you want as your wise man. The wise man is not here for the bloodline. Number one, he is not here for the bloodline. He is not here for Jay. He's not here for Jimmy. He's not here for anybody but to be with me. He is my wise man. Roman says that he's only here to make he's here to make the promised land. You are here to keep the promised land. You are here to be the next tribal chief. But until now, I am tribal chief. I do what I do or whatnot. That's pretty much what he was saying. Out comes Jimmy. Jimmy tells him, like, dude, are you actually believing everything that comes out of Roman Reigns' mouth? Roman says that Jimmy is the anchor. I thought this was really good. He says, I am the anchor. He said, Jimmy is the anchor, and Roman Reigns, I myself am the wings. I'm here to lift you up, and Jimmy is here to bring you down. He also says that he says, dude, there's one more thing I want to tell you. Did you can only be a twin or a tribal chief. You have to choose. You have to choose, my friend. Also, he goes to Paul Heyman. He says, Paul, when we decided to choose Jay as the successor to the tribal chief. Jimmy was the only person that was not okay with it. So that's when Jay went to Jimmy and told him, like, dude, were you not the person that believed in me? He was like, no, I did not. I promise you, I did not agree with that situation. So he tells Jimmy, he said he's out. He's out of the bloodline. But he also says that I am out of the bloodline as well. We get a super kick onto the tribal chief. We get a double super kick to Solo Sikoa, and then we get a super kick by both of them onto the tribal chief, knocking him completely out. When I tell you that this is just the storyline, just the greatest thing I could ever think of in life. This is, I mean, even if you don't even watch wrestling, just watch the bloodline situation. That's the cool thing about it, and I truly, truly enjoy it. I want to see what happens. We don't know when Roman Reigns is coming back, but I can't wait to see what happens with this. It's just so good. It's just so good. It's so good. I mean, that was the highlight of the show, you guys. I promise you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. But anyway, after that, so that was the end of that. Let's get into AEW Rampage, which was a very fun Rampage, you guys. I really enjoyed it. So we get Chaos versus the United Empire. I am so lost on why we have a high-level person like Will Ospreay on Rampage, but it worked itself out because it was a really fun show, really fun match. We do get that crazy backhand by Will Ospreay for them to win the match. I cannot wait until Forbidden Door to see Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega 2. This is going to be something awesome. They might have a Kenny Omega Will Ospreay 3 at All Out in London. Can't wait to see that situation. After that, we get the Tyra Valkyrie versus Trish Arbar or Ari. She's a new up-and-comer. They say that she does a lot of indie in Mexico, so she's doing... she did a great job. I ain't gonna lie to you. She's a jobber. She jobbed out to Tyra Valkyrie. She did win with the Curve Stone, which is... I thought she was going to win with the Road to Valhalla. But we are seeing the heel turn from Tyra Valkyrie getting into this situation where she is truly, truly getting upset, which I understand, and we're going to talk about that. After that, we get the Hardy Boys backstage interview. They do accept the Guns challenge, and they are saying that, you know, they have been, the Hardy Boys have been the dominant group for over 30 years, and for 40 years are going to take those titles off of FDR and go out with a bang. They're saying that they're going to do something that their dad has been trying to do for 3 years, and that's make them famous. Ouch. After that, we get Team TNA versus Papa Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, and Aubrey Edwards. This was probably one of the funnest matches that I've seen this week. Lots of crazy, strong lariats by Papa Briscoe. Thank goodness he did not get any bumps. We got a spear by him, but not a lot of bumps with this. But the thing is, the more I was looking at it, it was more about Aubrey and Karen Jarrett. So they finally get those two to get into the ring, where we get an eye rake by Karen. That's giving Karen the opportunity to get the guitar to try to El Kabong her. That didn't happen. She grabs the Aubrey finally grabs the guitar, but Jay Lethal comes in saying, "Yo, hit me, hit me, hit me." He was like, but she was like, "No, the ref is right there." She knows that if she hits them, they're disqualified. So that's where Sagnum Singh comes out of nowhere and gives Aubrey the opportunity to hit the El Kabong Jay Lethal, knocking him out. And we almost get a stroke by Karen, the stroke, but that did not happen. We get a beautiful, goodness gracious, am I going crazy? Figure four for her to tap out for them to win. We also get a crazy lariat by Papa Briscoe onto Sanjay Dutt, knocking that pencil, just flipping the pencil like a million times. I thought that was a really fun situation. A very fun match with that. Now we do get the Taya Valkyrie and Chris Statlander interaction, and Taya is just giving truth bombs the entire segment. She's like, I'm the one who put in the work. I'm the one that should have that title. But Chris Statlander is true when she says that, I'm not the one who put that open challenge out. So it is what it is. I accepted the open challenge. But Ty was like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But once again, I'm the one that destroyed Jade Cargill. I mean, this was a competitive match. I did what I had to do. I just lost. But you are champion. You're not the real champion, which I agree with times 12. So so Chris Leonard said, I have an open challenge. If you want to try it, go for it. She's like, I'll think about it, so she walks away. After that, we get the Konosuke Kakeshka versus Bandino. That was the main event. Pretty fun match. I will say anything with Konosuke Kakeshka is always one of those crazy matches where I love. And Bandino, I'm just falling in love with all over again. He is a former Ring of Honor world champion, and I really like him. What he's been doing the past month with hanging out with the Best Friends and Orange Cassidy, he's been doing a great job. I'm really starting to love seeing him on TV, which is a great thing. But we did get a Konosuke Kakeshka win with that crazy knee to win the match. Really fun match. I will tell anybody, it's only an hour. You can watch this and it will be really fun. You will enjoy it just like I do. But it was a really fun show. I enjoyed the show times 12. This one, I mean, we got two back-to-back good, two of them. Two back-to-back wins with Rampage. I'm really starting to get better with Rampage. Rampage is getting really better now. I'm really starting to like it. I will say this. Taya Valkyrie is 100% right. She's 1,000,000% right. I mean, it is the truth. I mean, she deserves a title shot. She deserves to be that heel champion to flip Jade Cargill into a face and have her run for either the TBS championship, which I think she's beneath, and go for that world title, or probably both of them, being both champions. That would probably be a great thing to do as well. But with that, we go to the top 10 of the week that was. Top 10 of the week that was, you guys. First and foremost, I'm going to go with number 10. It's going to be Mark and Papa Briscoe versus Aubrey Edwards. Really fun match. I really enjoyed it. Probably one of the highest matches I've seen other than the main event on Rampage. Number 9, Toni Storm. What a great match with Sky Blue. I mean, that was a really fun match. I really enjoyed it. Probably the best female match that I've seen this week. Number 8, Konosuke Kakeshka. Great match with him. I can see so much potential. Main event. Go watch. If you don't want to watch anything on Rampage, that match is the match to go and check out. Number 7, the United Empire. United Empire did a great job with the opener, beating Chaos. Really fun, really innovative. I really am I'm in love with Will Ospreay. I think he's one of the greatest wrestlers outside of WWE. Number 6, Baron Corbin, of course, winning the number 1 contendership to face Carmelo Hayes at Gold Rush. We will see that. Can't wait to see what Baron Corbin does. Please get that stupid song, Happy Corbin, out of that mix. Number 5, the best match of NXT, which was the Nathan Frazier versus Mensa match for the Heritage Cup. Great job for Nathan Frazier to actually get a title now. I can't wait to see what they do with this. It is one of the funnest, innovative matches I've seen in a while. Great job for that. Number 4, Pretty Deadly, winning their gauntlet match to be the number 1 contenders to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team champions. Great job for them as well. Number 3, I got the Young Bucks and Adam Hangman Page defeating the Blackpool Combat Club. Great match. Also, the ending was really, really good. I know I didn't talk about it because I didn't have time to do it, or I think I was feeling bad. Keep saying I was feeling bad. I was feeling bad. But I will say I did watch it. It was so good. So good. I will tell anybody, if you want to watch anything that was on Dynamite, that is the time to see it. That until the end. It was just that good. Number 2, MJF. MJF versus Adam Cole was so good. So good. Awesome match. I enjoyed it times 12. MJF is just when he says he's a generational talent, he is truly a generational talent. Great job to MJF. Even though he didn't even win. It was just a good match. And of course, number 1 is the Bloodline. All day, every day. The ones as always. It is so good. I can't wait to see what Jimmy and Jay are going to do now or whatnot. I do see a match at SummerSlam between Jimmy, the Usos versus Kevin and Sammy, and them taking those titles back and just being their own people. I can't wait to see what that happens with that. So my top 10 of the week, that was, of course, Mark and Papa Briscoe and Aubrey Edwards. Number 9, Tony Storm. Number 8, Konosuke Kakeshka. Number 7, the United Empire. Number 6, Baron Corbin. Number 5, Nathan Frazier. Number 4, Pretty Deadly. Number 3, the Young Bucks and Adam Hangman Page. Number 2, MJF. And number 1, the Bloodline storyline. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Who do you think should be those number 2, the 2 people other than Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs that CM Punk has his eyes on, who thinks they are above or probably even better than MJF? Who do you think is better in that company? Also, what do you think about Smackdown? Also, what do you think about AEW Rampage? And what do you think about my top 10? You can flip it, change whoever you want, put whoever you want into the top 10. I do this on my weekend show each and every week. I do love y'all to death. Also, remember, later on today, you will get a AEW Collision show recap. You will get that as well. So you get 2 shows in one day. Wow, isn't that crazy? So once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Sunday, you will get the brand new feed for us for your questions on Ask WrestleCram. So don't forget about that. Go have a great job with that as well. I love y'all so much. The best is truly yet to come. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.